Hi guys, in this video I'm going to go over the red belt kata, Heian Nidan, and again I'm going to go through it in combinations, and my advice is learn each combination. Now the top view has got an all-round view, the front view is going to have close-up. So with the first part of the kata I'm going to be doing a little bit of work more on the front camera. You will still see it on the top camera, the high camera. Okay, but also have a look at the other video for the arm moves and exactly where the hands go. Okay, so let's go. That's Heian Nidan, red belt kata for our style, Shotokan. Okay, feet together, V stance, always start with a V stance, hands side, silent us, yoi, right leg down, shout the kata, Heian Nidan. And if you hear a second yoi when you're in class, guys, you will just do another yoi, okay? Because some of the other katas, the second yoi is a different preparation. Now, let's go. So the first combination, okay? I'm going to come forward so you can see me in the higher camera, okay? So the first move, okay, look to your left, okay? This arm will go across your face like this, okay? Across your face. It's got to be in front of your face, all right? Not here. What you're doing is blocking something coming in. So it must be across your face, okay? And this arm on top, when I get into back stance, okay, will be above your head like this, okay? Like a straight arm, okay? And this is there. So I'll show you that close-up position in the front camera. Okay, now when you look left, you move your left leg that way. You drop your weight into back stance. Okay? Note, you don't step back. No. You step in to the technique. Okay, so that means your left leg is moving. Okay, look left. Block. Okay, that's the position. If you can see that, you can see that clearly from the front view. Okay, make sure most of your weight is on the back leg, it's back stance, your foot is pointing that way, the back foot, the front foot facing that way. Okay, now I'll show you that in more detail in a moment, but let's go through the combination first. Okay, so the first move, left, block. Here in front of your face, not down here. Okay, this arm goes around, this arm drops inwards, and you go into this position. And again, I'm going to show you that close up. Okay, in a mo. So the forearm goes into the muscle. All right, and then you extend your arm out like a hammer fist. Hammer fist. Now there were two ways I learned this over the years, and one was this way, 1, 2, hammer fist, and the second way, this was the way I was doing it for years, so I still like this way. Both work in the application. 1, 2, this is more difficult to teach. It comes to the hip and then punches outwards. I like that way, okay, but either of those is good, okay? So if you're teaching this, if you're a senior grade at Kansai, our club, okay, you can teach either of those. I accept both of those in our teachings, okay? Just so you know. So today I'm going to teach you the hammer fist because it's easier for lower grades. Okay, 1, 2. Note the left arm is inside. That's the front arm. The front arm drops inside like you're hugging it, and then you hammer fist. Now you turn your stance, so you pivot on the feet, okay? You pivot on the feet, if you can see that, okay? Okay, and what you do then, the same behind you, okay? Same behind you. Block above your head, the top arm comes around, the front arm drops in. Forearm to the muscle, hammer fist. Okay, let's just say that's the first combination Okay, now let me show you closer. I'm going to come towards the front screen. So imagine I'm stepping into the front stance. 1. Notice my hands are facing forward. Okay? It's like a square, almost. Almost, okay? Now, this arm comes round, this arm drops in. Pay attention to this bit, guys, because a lot of people get it wrong because they don't look for the detail. They just assume, okay, do this, and what they often do is do it the wrong way. Okay? So, first move. 1. Come round, drop in, hammer fist, turn. When you turn, they prepare from this kind of position, and you do the same this way. Okay? So you can see that on both. Now, note now, when you do this, come round, and you hammer fist, this hand comes back. It doesn't do this. Just by here, and your elbow sticking out. No, you want to bring it back, okay? So, that's the detail. Bring the hip back, all right? So that's the first combination, guys. That needs a lot of practice, okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right? Second combination will end on a ki going forward. Now, I'll show you it this way, then I'll show you it this way, so you can see what's happening. So from there, now higher grades, okay, if you're watching this, which you should be, okay, I want you to watch carefully, because when you're teaching this, you need to tell people this, okay, the lower grades. Okay, so the next move, this foot comes up around halfway, and then you take this hip back, like a cat stance almost, to prepare this foot, okay, this leg to kick behind you. Okay, so pay attention on this. You guys, half step in, turn your hip. This hand which is at the hip, okay, already stays there, and this hand drops on top. Koshikame. Koshikame, remember that from the other videos, okay? Okay. Lower grades, this might be the first time you're doing this. So this is Koshikame, and this is what we call, for simplicity, cup and saucer. Why? Because that's like the saucer, and that's the cup on top. It's a very popular position, but going to be a very regular position of your hands in katas going forward. So remember this. And this happens, people do it the wrong way around. So from here, watch carefully, back leg shift halfway, bring your hip in most weight on the left leg, and this hand drops on top, right on top of left. And now we do a side snap kick behind, but at the same time we do a back fist strike. We look that way. Okay, side snap kick, back fist strike, step back, shuto uki to the front. I'll show you the detail of that in a moment. Then you step shuto, okay, then you step shuto again, then you block, step, spear hand, ki, front stance. Okay, I'll explain the back of the stances in a moment. So let me just turn myself this way for you to see what's going on. So you've just done the second one of these. Take the weight, turn your hip, koshikame. Okay, behind you, side snap kick. Side snap kick, okay, you're learning that in your basics. But at the same time, back fist strike. Watch. And as you step back, this leg just steps. You look, back stand shuto this way. Okay? Then you step shuto, one more, and one more. So that's including this one shuto, step 2 shuto back stance, step 3 shuto back stance. There's 3 shuto back stance, and the fourth is a step. You block down, spear hand ki. Okay, obviously going this way. So that's the second combination. Now, we've gone over the detail of this, back fist Shuto. Okay, so quick reminder. Okay, Kata starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shift, side snap kick, land Shuto 1, step Shuto 2, step Shuto 3, block. Block spear overhand ki-ai. Now I'm going to explain that part right now. Okay, now, so that's the second combination. I've explained the first part in detail. You should know Shuto from your basics, back stance, okay? And again, any questions that arise from these videos, ask in class. The aim is for you to learn the kata from this video and to then ask questions to clarify in class. Right, now when you do this third Shuto, notice this, again, make sure this is where it should be, just below the solar plexus. Block down, step up, and this arm travels over this hand, spear hand to the center, Chudan, ki-ai. Okay, let me show you that again. Blocks down, spear hand ki-ai. Fingers closed, thumbs tight. Okay? This is below the elbow. Okay, another common mistake is people put it there. No, below the elbow. Okay? And what you're imagining is blocking a technique coming over, striking. But also, and we'll talk about this, okay? I was taught once that when you put this on there, you are also protecting it from being locked and getting yourself into trouble, okay? Now, I can't quite remember that, but there was a reason for that, okay, there to protect you from getting your arm in a lock from your opponent, okay? So that's the reason. But keep that hand under the elbow is the main message. Now, second combination, that's the second. The third, guys, the third is the same almost as katas you've done. So let's go back to the yellow belt kata where you did 4 shutos at the end. That's exactly what you do next, okay, with an additional couple of moves. So I'm facing this, well, I'll show you the correct direction. Slide behind you, Shuto, Shuto, diagonal, slide, Shuto, straight, Shuto, diagonal. Okay, those 4 are the same as the last 4 moves of Yan Shodan. Okay, so I'll show you that again and then move on. Remember, as you begin this turn, this hand goes to the ear. This stays here until you turn, Shuto, directly this way, okay? Step diagonally, Shuto, reminding you, same front arm, prepares and blocks this way. Knee and point, diagonal, san. Okay, then your front foot moves into the front stance and you do an opposite reverse inside block. Okay, now I'll show you that this way. That'll be the 4th combination. Is it 4th? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, that will be the 3rd combination. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Okay, so 1, 2 is the start. Sorry, first combination is the start. Second combination is the kick. Shuto, Shuto, nook. 3rd combination, Shuto, 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 Shuto. Inside block, and we'll keep that as the 3rd. Now, let me show you what happens. So I'm turning myself this way. Okay? Hand under, goes to the ear. Turn, Shuto. 1, 2, 3, 4. Front foot moves across. Reverse inside block. This is your right arm. Okay? So from the Shuto back stance, you shift your front leg across, which is your left. You leave it in front, and you perform an inside block. Let me do that full in. Okay, there we go, fast. So from there, inside block. Alright, so that'll be the third combination. 4 Shotos. Reminding you that I've turned myself around. Okay, which this will happen this way, and you'll be going back this way. Okay? Now, this, I'll show you this way so you know. But this, okay, the last combination, no, we'll make it the 4th combination, and the last 4 moves will be separate, because this part is tricky. So, from here, you did the 4 Shotos, okay? Direction correct, inside block. You do a front kick, you punch. Okay, this hand blocks inside block. I'll show you that on the other side. Then you kick punch. Then this hand goes here, Koshikame, step, Marotta Yuki. Okay, before we do the last 4 moves and we're facing the right way. Let me show you that sequence this way. So we've just said inside block. Okay? Now, watch. Back leg kicks, my Geri thrust, reverse punch. Now, 2 ways to do this. The lower grades, I expect, if you're learning this Kata new, just do this. Inside block. Don't worry too much about the detail, just do this. Inside block. Kick, punch. This hand drops to the hand. Right over left, Koshikame, remember I said that earlier. Step, and you do it's called an augmented block, and it's like you block, but this hand is like also coming in and pushing with this palm. So if you look carefully, what you're doing there is pushing slightly just above that bone with this palm. Hammer fist does that, okay? And again, this has many reasons, many meanings, and again, ask me in class and I'll let you know. So let me show you that again. So from the Shuto inside block, kick, punch, block. Now, easy version this way. Higher grades, you're going to do this. Prepare properly. Lower grade, you can try this. Okay, so the preparation is, and then when you block, you shift that foot back. Remember, Gyaku Hamni, reverse 45. Kick, punch again, hand to the hip, right over left, right over left. Marotte Yuki is called in Japanese. So that's the 4th combination. Guys, that is the hardest part. So, okay, after the 3rd, where we did inside block, number 4, kick punch, block, kick punch, step, Marotte, block. Okay, that's the 4th. Now, let me do it as you would be doing it, going that way. Okay, guys, remember, you can rewind, you can stop, you can pause. So let's go from the start before I finish the kata. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Kiai is on this part. 3. Okay, and what I've just gone through, you can see from there, kick punch, block. Kick punch, step, all front stances, Marotte Yuki, alright? And number 5 combination, to finish, like Heian, you turn downward block, but you point direction. This arm, which downward blocks, pay attention here, is the arm that points to the next move. So you just turn, get ambarai, look, point, this hand blocks, rising block, 45 degree. Same on that blocks, slide blocks again, downward block, this way. Downward block arm points diagonally, this way. step, diagonal kiai, agyuki, kiai there. Front leg comes back, yame. Feet together, re. Okay, now that's the kata, guys, okay, as I just performed it. Okay, now let me just think. Okay, here, this is the trickiest part. All right, this is the trickiest part. Do it a number of times. All right, I think that's all I want to say. I don't want to go any more into detail. Okay, so you've got all the parts and you should know how it's performed. All right, each combination. Now, my advice is, reminder, practice each combination. Learn one a week properly. Okay, watch this video a few times, don't just watch it once. Heian Nidan, going from yellow belt kata to Heian Nidan is a big step, guys. It's quite intricate, the moves. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Heian Nidan. And before we finish, I'll just remind you guys that Heian means peaceful mind. Peaceful mind. And that is Heian Nidan, peaceful mind number 2. Heian Shonan was number 1. And there's 5 Heian katas. Alright? And I'll explain the meaning of that as we go. And also in class. Alright, guys? Hope that makes sense. Feet together. Us.